Hi everyone, myself Hina Naran. Welcome back to my channel Psycue. In my last video, I talked about various theories of intelligence that come under psychometric approach, and today I will be talking about the theories of intelligence that come under information processing approach. So number one theory is theory of multiple intelligence, and this theory was given by Howard Gardner. According to him, intelligence is not a single entity, rather than various type of intelligence exist, and all these type of intelligence are independent, they are not interrelated. According to him, there are basically 8 type of intelligences which we can find in an individual, not at all altogether, but maybe different individual may have these type of intelligence. Number 1 is linguistic, number 2 is logical mathematical, number 3 is spatial, number 4th is musical, number 5th is bodily kinesthetic, number 6th is interpersonal, number 7th is intrapersonal, and number 8 is naturalistic. Number 1 is linguistic. Linguistic is basically the skills that are involved in the production and usage of languages. It is the capacity of an individual to use a languages, how fluently and how appropriately a person is using a language. The person who are smart in using a language are basically known as word smarter, because they can think rationally, they can think about the feeling of others, they can express their feeling also, so they are word smarter. So people basically who come under this type of intelligence are poets and writers. Number 2 is logical mathematical. It involves skills in scientific thinking and problem solving, and person who are high on this type of intelligence can think rationally and critically and logically. They can solve any problems, whatever numerical problems are given to them and whatever patterns are given to them, they can solve them and find out the solution. So example of individual who have this particular type of skills are scientists and Nobel Prize winners. Number 3 is spatial. It involves skills in forming visual images and patterns. It basically refers to the abilities which are involved in forming, using and transforming your mental images. Whatever images are there in your mind, you can easily portray them and you can easily identify them. The person who are high on this type of intelligence can easily represent the spatial world in their mind. So example are basically the pilots, the sailors and architects. They are very much highly skilled in this type of intelligence, because they can portray any images according to them and they can do whatever they would like to, and they find out the particular solution to a particular problem. Number 4th is musical. Musical basically involves sensitivity to musical rhythm. It is basically the capacity to produce, create and manipulate various musical patterns, and person who are high on this type of intelligence are basically very sensitive to sounds and vibrations, and they can manipulate any sounds and they can make any musical pattern. So example are basically the musicians who are very high on this type of intelligence. Number 5th is bodily kinesthetic. As per this intelligence, it is basically the usage of your body as a whole, or you are using some portion of your body. It is your creativity, how you are portraying your body. for a particular problem or a solution, how you are displaying your body so that you can represent yourself in front of the others. The person who are high on this type of intelligence are athletes and dancers. Coming to number 6th, that is interpersonal. Interpersonal is the skill of an individual to understand the needs, the wants, the motives, the feeling and behavior of other people, to understand them better and to maintain better relationship with them. So the person who are high on this type of intelligence are psychologists, counselors, politicians and social workers. Coming to number 7th, that is intrapersonal. Intrapersonal is basically awareness of one's own. हमारी अपनी फीलिंग्स के बारे में हमें पता होना चाहिए. व्हाट आर आवर ओन मोटिव्स, हमारे डिज़ायर क्या है, हमारे नॉलेज क्या है, नॉलेज पर्टिकुलरली अबाउट आवर स्ट्रेंथ एंड वीकनेसेस. So people who are very much high on this type of intelligence are philosophers and spiritual leaders. And coming to the last, that is the naturalistic. So naturalistic is basically how much sensitive you are towards the natural world, how much knowledge you have about your natural world. Natural world में basically about your fauna and flora, आप उसके बारे में कितना कुछ जानते हो. So the person who are high on this type of intelligence are basically the botanist and zoologist. So these were the 8 types of intelligence that come under the theory of multiple intelligences given by Howard Gardner. Coming to the second theory, that is the Triyaki theory of intelligence. It was given by Robert Sternberg in 1985. According to him, it is the ability to adapt, to shape, select environment. Why? To accomplish one goals and those of the goals of society and culture. So according to Robert Sternberg, ये हमारी एबिलिटी है कि हम किस तरह पर्टिकुलर एनवायरनमेंट जिसको हम सेलेक्ट करते हैं उसको अडेप्ट कर रहे हैं, उसको शेप कर रहे हैं, ना कि सिर्फ अपने गोल्स को अचीव करने के लिए बट जो दूसरे लोग हैं उनको भी हेल्प करने के लिए कि दे कैन ऑल्सो अचीव देयर गोल्स. सो इन दिस थ्योरी ही हैज़ टेकन 3 बेसिक टाइप ऑफ इंटेलिजेंस. नंबर 1 इज कॉम्पोनेंशियल इंटेलिजेंस, जिसको हम एनालिटिक इंटेलिजेंस भी कहते हैं. नंबर 2 इज एक्सपेरियंशियल, जिसको हम क्रिएटिव इंटेलिजेंस भी कहते हैं. नंबर 3 इज कंटेक्चुअल, जिसको हम प्रैक्टिकल इंटेलिजेंस भी कहते हैं. Coming to number 1, that is componential intelligence, that is also known as analytical intelligence. It is basically to analyze the information in solving various problems. इसमें जो उसने यूज़ किया है, he basically used 3 components that help us to solve various problems. The 3 components are knowledge acquisition. Knowledge acquisition is basically that you are responsible for learning about a particular thing. आप उसके बारे में कैसे लर्न कर रहे हो, द वेज फ्रॉम वेयर यू आर लर्निंग इट, दैट इज योर नॉलेज एक्विजिशन. नंबर 2 इज मीटा और हायर ऑर्डर कॉम्पोनेंट. इट इज़ दैट हाउ यू आर प्लानिंग एंड कंसर्निंग अबाउट व्हाट टू डू एंड हाउ टू डू. तो इट्स बेसिकली इन्वॉल्व द प्लानिंग पार्ट कि आप क्या करना चाहते हो और कैसे करना चाहते हो. एंड नंबर 3 इज द परफॉर्मेंस कॉम्पोनेंट, दैट इज when you gain the knowledge, that is knowledge acquisition, and after that you did the planning, that was a meta, and now actually what you are planning to do, that is your performance component. Coming to the second type of intelligence, that is experiential, जिसको हम creative intelligence भी कहते हैं. It basically involves कि आप अपने past experiences को कैसे creatively use कर रहे हो ताकि आप कोई भी problem जो आपके present में आ रही है उसको सॉल्व कर पाओ, उसमें जो भी सोल्यूशन आप फाइंड आउट कर पा रहे हो, दैट यू आर रिलेटिंग टू द वेरियस पास्ट एक्सपीरियंसेस एंड यू आर फाइंडिंग अ सोल्यूशन टू अ पर्टिकुलर प्रॉब्लम. and you are doing some discoveries on that, and finally जो आपकी भी inventions और discoveries हैं that you are relating to the experiences that you have gained from the past. Number third is the contextual, and that is also known as practical intelligence. It basically involves the ability to deal with the environment, demands of the environment, and how you are fulfilling the demands of your own also, and how you are adapting to the particular environment, whatsoever environment you are working on. तो आप उस environment में कैसे अपने आप को practically involve कर रहे हो और उसको shape कर रहे हो और उसको modify कर रहे हो, not for you only but for other person also. So these were the three types of intelligence that was given by Triyaki theory of intelligence, and it was given by Robert Sternberg. Coming to the next theory, that is the past theory, and that is known as planning, attention, arousal and simultaneous successive model of intelligence, and it was given by J.P. Das, Jack Niglery, Kirby in 1994. And according to this model, intellectual activity involves the interdependent functioning of three neurological systems that is called the functional unit of brain. So according to him, three type of neurological systems are involved, and those neurological system जो भी हैं वो किससे connected है? They are connected to our brain, and we will be talking about the various three neurological system one by one. Coming to the first, that is arousal and attention. Arousal and attention, if whether you write it arousal or whether you write it attention. So arousal word से हमें पता चलता है कि we always react to a particular situation when we get a stimulus. तो stimulus सबसे पहले हमारे हमारे जो main sense organs है वहाँ पे मिलता है, and from the sense organs it is transmitted through neurons to brain. जो हमारी अटेंशन है वो पर्टिकुलर प्रॉब्लम और पर्टिकुलर सोल्यूशन के लिए तभी जाती है जब हमारा स्टिमुलस जनरेट होता है. सो टू मच और टू लिटिल अराउजल वुड इंटरफेयर विद अटेंशन एंड अटेंड टू स्टिमुलस. तो मतलब बहुत ज़्यादा अराउजल भी नहीं होना चाहिए, बहुत ज़्यादा अटेंशन भी एक पर्टिकुलर चीज़ को नहीं देना चाहिए, क्योंकि उससे हमारे मेंटल एबिलिटीज़ में प्रॉब्लम हो सकती हैं. सो वी हैव टू मेंटेन अ बैलेंस कि हमें जैसे स्टिमुलस होता है वी हैव टू परसीव दैट, व्हाट वी हैव टू डू, हाउ वी हैव टू डू, एंड अकॉर्डिंगली वी हैव टू वर्क ऑन दैट. नंबर सेकेंड इज सिमल्टेनियस एंड सक्सेसिव प्लानिंग. सिमल्टेनियस में होता है कि आपकी परसेप्शन पे डिपेंड करता है, जो भी आपके पास नॉलेज होती है देयर इज प्लेंटी ऑफ नॉलेज दैट कम टू योर माइंड. आप पर्टिकुलरली उसको कैसे परसीव कर रहे हो, उसमें कैसे मीनिंग्स फाइंड आउट कर रहे हो और आप क्या परसीव करना चाहते हो, इट बेसिकली डिपेंड्स अपॉन यू. सेकेंड इज सक्सेसिव प्लानिंग. सक्सेसिव प्लानिंग में होता है कि वट एवर इंफॉर्मेशन यू हैव रिसीव्ड आप उसको प्रॉपर सीक्वेंस में अलाइंड करते हो, आप उसको एक सीक्वेंस दे देते हो और उसी सीक्वेंस में आप उसको रिमेंबर करते हो और आगे पास ऑन करते हो. यू डू नॉट मिक्स मैच इट, rather you make a proper sequence out of it. Coming to the last neurological system that is involved in past theory, that is the planning. Planning क्या करती है? Planning basically allows us to think of the possible courses of, किन possible courses के बारे में? Action, implement to reach a target and evaluate their इफेक्टिवनेस. तो फाइनली वी प्लान कि हमारा कोर्स ऑफ एक्शन क्या होगा. जब हमने कोर्स ऑफ एक्शन डिसाइड कर लिया है तो वी विल बी डूइंग द प्लानिंग हाउ वी हैव टू इम्प्लीमेंट टू अचीव द टारगेट, वट एवर टारगेट वी वांट टू अचीव. तो उसके लिए हमें क्या क्या इम्प्लीमेंट करना है, हमारी पॉलिसीज़ क्या है, हमें जो भी हम एक अगर प्रोडक्ट लॉन्च कर रहे हैं तो उसके लिए हमें मार्केटिंग स्टाइल्स कैसे अपनाने. सो फाइनली वी हैव टू इवेलुएट द इफेक्टिवनेस, जो भी हमने फाइनली प्लान आउट किया है वेदर दैट इज गोइंग अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट और नॉट. सो अगर हमारा एक प्लान वर्क नहीं होता है, इट डजंट मीन दैट वी हैव टू स्टॉप देयर. वी हैव टू मॉडिफाई द प्लान, वी हैव टू फॉर्म न्यू प्लान्स एंड वी हैव टू डील विद दोज प्लान ऑल्सो. एंड until and unless we achieve the effectiveness we have to try them, and at last when we achieve it, that means that we have achieved the goal, और हमारा जो भी neurological functions थे they are working on a proper way.